Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run over center with Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and
5. 2nd and 5.
Report! Raise up!
Now it's Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 42 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost him 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And how about finding this guy without a home? Signed as a free agent this past week.
Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but I thought he would have had a home a long time before this. And now, just find a way to put it in his hands and let him run.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Jackson on 1st down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 37 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hold me to right. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
Go.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Hey,
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, ram.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Anthony Schwartz, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hey, ram. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Kappa.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams.
Go.
Complete to Mike Williams.
59.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Let's go. Hey.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Go. Ready.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Set.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Hold me to right.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
12. Go.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
12.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll end up going backwards.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
13.
Jackson throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now it's Jackson.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Set. 5-9, 5-9. Taylor tight. Why did they hug?
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chargers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Here we go.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Second down and 4.
Only trips right.
Herbert. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now it's Jackson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
60 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
from 21 yards away.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Kaplan. 21. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, move.
Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
On fourth down, Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
On gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
Again, Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
To throw is Jackson.
10-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jackson. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get this out left, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now third and goal.
And Jackson throwing once more. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Ready.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. Motion man is Schwartz.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. There's another completion for big yardage.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
35 yards.
And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. And
that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards.
66 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Don't worry. Let him go.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
so they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Herbert off of play action.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lion. Go.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Herbert throwing again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Run! Set.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.